So let's say you want to make a video short like Alex Hormozi does, or any of the other great content creators out there who are making these engaging, kind of tight, short videos. Well, there's a bunch of different ways to do it, and it used to be that you could sort of take the transcript and then sort of analyze it, manually and figure out what happens at what point and structure that all together. And of course, the advent of all these great AI tools that make it a lot easier, you could take something like ChatGPT and upload the script and say, pull this apart, analyze it, figure out what the structure is, and then reverse engineer that for my own script. And then you sort of teach it a little bit about your business, and voila, you have the ability to do that. Now, obviously, there's several steps in there, and one of those steps is you have to teach ChatGPT about your business and give it all the relevant info about your customers and their pain points and the things that they care about. But what if there were a easier way to do this with a tool out there? One of the tools that I love using for all kinds of content and copy creation, because it helps me get the base content so much faster, and then I can do either some AI supported or manual editing to get it to the point I want it to get to. It's a tool called Benson. I'm going to show you how I use it to take an Alex Hormozi style video and then adapt it to something completely different. So let's go over to, I don't even know what this video is about, but let's go over to it. Now, in a regular YouTube video, you have the ability to get the transcript. With shorts, for whatever reason, transcripts is not an option. Actually, I guess captions, you can see the captions. There's a place to get them, but you can't download it as easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually take the end of the URL here and just copy that. And I'm going to go to like a regular video, any video here. So let's just go home and let's hit the monday.com. Oops, that was an ad. Hit this one. And I'm going to, let's hit stop. And I'm going to just replace the video URL, the slug there, with the one from the short. And you see, then it appears over here. Now, why did I do that? It's because this way I can use this Chrome extension, although there's the other ways to do it. I could probably download, let's see, can I download captions? No. But I could download the transcript here because this Chrome extension actually pulls the transcript out of the video. So I'm going to go ahead and just copy that, right? We'll hit copy. And let's go over to Benson. Now, Benson, if you don't know it, it's an AI tool that I use for a lot of sort of adapting copywriting, building out copy, etc. And I'm going to go into my account. There's a lot of stuff in here. There's frameworks to be able to write or develop ads and emails and sales pages and video sales letters. But today what we're going to do is actually go into the cloner tool. And the cloner tool is basically what we're doing is we're cloning. Let's just get rid of the timestamp there. We're cloning this copy, which is the shorts transcript, and we're going to adapt it into one of the different blueprints that I have in this piece of software. Now, blueprints are really basically a business profile along with the customer profile for that business, their wants, desires, needs, aspirations, etc. And so I have a lot of different ones in here. If I were to take something like, my own business, Bear on Marketing or Prepared Marketing System, and adapt, Alex Hormozi's content here to our stuff, it might be a little bit similar because we're quite close in the content that we might produce, talking about some of the things that we might be talking about. So instead, I'm going to let's go with a dental example, which I've used before here, and I've just hit the magic button, and let's see what we get. Well, actually, the similarities are quite similar here. The uniqueness says only 24%. I wonder if we can increase that at all. I don't know. Yeah, it's not great. It's a really short piece, but let's just read this quickly. So there's this huge time delay between when we start behaving in a way that promotes good oral health and when we start seeing the results. And the problem is that the bigger the dental issues you're trying to solve, the more delayed it is between when you start practicing good oral health or oral care and when you start seeing a bright and healthy smile. Now, there's no punctuation, there's no nothing, because it's basically all just adapted directly. But let's say I want to save this, okay? I'm going to save it, and let's call it dentist clone from Hormozi. And let's spell that correctly. And I'm just going to, copy, and then let's just create a project with that very same name. All right, now there's a few things we can do. We can leave it as is. We can do a little sort of global general formalization of it. So I might say, first let's make each sentence a paragraph, although you know what, there's no punctuation here, so that's not going to work, right? So then what else can we do? Maybe I might say, how real people talk, and let's see what it changes it to. Maybe it's going to add some punctuation now. It did. Okay. And so now we have, there's this long wait time between when we start taking care of our teeth properly and when we actually see any results. And the thing is, the bigger the dental problems you're dealing with, the longer it takes to see those changes. I love this. This took something that made it was convoluted, didn't make a ton of sense, even though it was structured well, and it made it more compelling. So now let's say, okay, well, that was a really short video. What if we want to make it a little bit longer? I could certainly do that. I can now that it's actually, let's go ahead and make it longer. Oh, it's making it considerably longer. And so let's, take that. And now we can take it, and let's say we want to make it into a video script, and we want to put it on like a prompter or something. Well, now all it's doing is it's taking each sentence and it's making it one paragraph so that it's easier for us to scroll down and read it instead of being in these big chunks. So there you go. You have that now, and now it's a lot easier to be able to just sort of scroll through like that if we want to. So there's a bunch of things that we've done here. We've taken basically from this original video here, this clip, really short. We've brought it into the Benson tool, adapted it, and then we've tweaked it a little bit to make it sound more like it's somebody actually talking. And now you have a script from an Alex Hormozi video about what was even about. Something happening more slowly than you might expect, to the same sort of general concept, but applied to a dental niche and dental audience. This is one of my favorite tools because it gets me from 0 to, 85, 90% really, really quickly. And then I can just go in and tweak and adapt and adjust those little things that you need to fine tune at the end. It's called Benson, BNSN. You can find it through my affiliate link, my promotional link, at no additional cost to you, at AICopycub.com. That's AICopycub.com. Go check it out.